morning, everyone. Welcome to Happy Friday, by the way. Welcome to Tough Cookie Training Live. I'm Anton. Rachel's back. Today we're gonna do push pull plyo. I know I didn't write it down in the notes yet. If you're watching this live, I'll be updating the uh, video library. So push pull plyo are three elements that we like to use here at Tough Cookie Training. Push exercise is any exercise where your arms come away from you. Pull is any exercise where arms and legs, by the way, not just yes. After after 8 months of doing this, we still forget some things. What was that? Push is any exercise where your arms come away from you. Pull is any exercise where the arms come towards you. Plyometric is quick change in direction, like a jump or a burpee is a good example of that, or even a kettlebell high pull. Okay, so we have three exercises. We're going to try to do two rounds each. If we have time, we're going to do the 100s, but we'll start first with our body weight squats, lunges, and RDLs. Make sure your workspace is clear. And in four, three, two, and one. I like to bring my hands in front of me, push my butt back. I was working with a client last night, and you know, hats off to her. She's always had a problem with how her feet were aligned. She's usually got those that plie, and it really rocks your knees side to side. 10 more seconds of this, and I told her about that. And then last night when we were working out, she managed to correct her stance without me even reminding her for three, two, and one. So anyway, my point is try to keep your feet as aligned as possible, pointing forward. You might not be able to point it forward or parallel to each other 100%, but anything less than 45 degrees is preferable. 10 more seconds of this. Alignment is very important, especially when you're doing a lot of heavy lifting and especially for plyometrics. You can't be off balance when you do any kind of plyometrics. Four, three, two, and one. RDL, so slide your hands on your legs. Keep your knees slightly bent as you touch your toes or your ankles or the floor. Again, inhale, suck in that stomach. Exhale as you release. Good. Down, all the way down, and up all the way up. Good. Let's do this for 10 more seconds. We're going back to our squat position. Reaching across to touch that opposite foot. In four, three, two, and one. All right, back to squat position. Reach across, touch the opposite foot. Inhale, exhale, in. So much of our exercises will include uh, a resistance training equipment like a kettlebell or dumbbells. We'll give you, of course, options if you don't have any of those. So do this for 10 more seconds. Good. In five, four, three, two, and one. All right, feet together. Take a step forward lunge. Reach across, touch your opposite foot. Exhale as you step back. Uh, some of the things to remember when you do your lunges, make sure that your knee is always above your ankle or just slightly past where you tie your shoelaces. A good habit is to actually look down. I do remind a lot of people to look straight forward as well. But if that's just a little check, you also have to memorize the feel of the movement. Once you get it right, try to memorize what you did right. Hit three, remember what you did right. Two and one. Last one is touchdowns. Again, something your feet together. Reach down, grab that toe or touch the opposite foot. Inhale, exhale as you release back to upright. Okay. That's 10 seconds down. As far as this move goes, you want to look as far to your left or to your right as possible when you reach to that side. 10 seconds left. Very good. And in five, four, three, two, and one. Great stuff. All right, so what we got here is we're going to do basically a full push exercise called the thruster, where you hold any kind of weight above your shoulders, squat down and press up. So that's a full compression, full extension. We're going to do 10 of those. We're going to perform V-ups or jackknives. I'll show you the difference later on. And then we're going to do a burpee with a little hop. I originally wrote this with a box jump, but if you don't have a step to jump on, just simply do a burpee to a jump. And the plyometric portion, by the way, is for 30 seconds. Okay, so the first two exercises, which is a push and a pull, they will be done for reps. And then the last portion of each set, plyometric, with change in direction, is for time. Okay, Rachel, we ready? So we're going to do our thrusters. You can use, for those of you with a kettlebell, you can use your kettlebell for your thrusters as well. which is what Rachel's gonna do, and I'm gonna do dumbbell thrusters. All right, we're probably gonna switch over in the second round. Aim for 10 thrusters. 3, 2, and 1. Good count and up. So Rachel is holding her kettlebell bottoms up. Why is that?
It's easier.
It's easier. So there's a couple of different ways to hold a kettlebell as long as they're secure. You can hold them at the belt, which is what she's doing, with her thumbs locked around the horns. It's a little easier because you're shifting the weight on a more favorable grip. I think this is 9. 8 these exercises. And 10. Good. So for those of you with dumbbells, you could have just done very low body weight squats, but double the rep count. So this one is going to be jackknives or V-ups. A jackknife is simply a move where you're tucking your knees to your chest and trying to tap your toes, okay? Which is what Rachel's doing. A V-up is lifting your arms and legs at the same time with the option of lifting your torso off the floor. You don't have to. 3. Now, why is this considered a pull exercise? Because you're pulling your arms and your feet together. Your ab muscles, at least from the front, is designed to pull. This is 8, halfway. 9, 10, let's do 5 more. Later on, I'm going to show you another way you can do a jackknife if you have dumbbells or even a basketball. 13, 14, and 15. Good. All right. So now we're going to do our plyo, just 30 seconds of burpee. Now, what if you don't want to do a burpee? Just do a jump squat or a jump shot. Just touch your toe and we should see it, okay? So 30 seconds of burpee starting 3, 2, and 1. This burpee will not have a push-up because I'm after the time, okay? I want to do as many of these as we can. 15 seconds down in the 30 seconds. And we're doing it. Also want to be able to jump higher. And I can only do that. 10 more seconds. 5, forego the push-up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, so that's round 1 of 2. We do those 3 exercises one more time, starting with the thrusters. Now, if you have one heavy dumbbell, if you only have a pair of heavy dumbbells, 30s, some of you do that or have that, just grab one dumbbell. Okay, you don't have to use both dumbbells when you perform your thrusters. Ready? In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat and press. Now, the great thing about the thrusters, it can also be explosive or plyometric from the bottom. Shoot straight up like you're about to jump. Without jumping, of course. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, for those of you without dumbbells, just do 20 air squats. Right, now, I'm going to keep one of my dumbbells when I do my jackknife. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to touch my feet, okay, with those dumbbells. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm not lifting my back off the floor, but I'm bringing that dumbbell over my knees and towards my feet. 3. My elbows are slightly bent at the bottom and at the top of the movement. I extend it as my arms pass over my head. 6, 7, 8, much worse than the V-ups. 9, yeah, I just had my clients do this for the first time yesterday, and I could really see them laboring. 12, 13, 14, nice, and 15. Good. All right. Okay, last of the burpees. Again, I'm going to make this a bit more explosive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my dumbbells with me in 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have the luxury of having these hex dumbbells, these 6-sided dumbbells, 10 seconds down. Add them to your burpees. Gives you a more challenging finish. 10 more seconds. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Great stuff. All right. So that's our first series of push-pull plyo. Our second one, it can be done bodyweight, it can be done with burpees, renegade rows. So that's actually what I consider a push and pull exercise. Because the row is a pull, but your range of motion is limited when you do a plank row versus when you do a lawnmower row. So it's literally 50%. So I don't really consider that as a full pull exercise. That's why I threw it in there. You're only going to be doing the push-up portion as a push. Then, if you have dumbbells, maybe flies. If you don't have dumbbells, do sit-ups, okay? And then the ball slams, instead of doing ball slams right now, we're just going to do power jacks. Feet together, hands above your head. So again, there are 3 exercises for this one. It's 10 renegade rows or push-up with a shoulder tap, 15 flies or sit-ups if you don't have equipment, and then 30 seconds of power jacks for 2 rounds, okay? So I'm going to start with a renegade row.
I don't like running.
Yeah.
I've done them so many much this week.
I'm
going to do shoulder taps.
You should. Shoulder tap push-ups. Thank you, Rachel.
Sorry.
Shoulder tap push-ups.
Nothing wrong with it. It's just not my
Right? Again, it's the whole point of the renegade row. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The whole point of the renegade row is to put you into that plank position. Not so much about the push-up or the row. Simply getting you to lift one hand while you're in that plank position. 3. Same thing with the shoulder tap push-up. 4. I mean, what's 10 push-ups really gonna do for you, right? 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8. So this is more of a core exercise. 9. And this is 10. Very good. All right. I'm gonna perform flies because I have dumbbells. So you're just gonna hinge forward. Now, if you don't have dumbbells, you can do another pull exercise like a sit-up, where you're pulling your back off the floor. 3, 2, and 1. 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right. Hi. So now we're gonna do the plyometric portion, which is power jacks. If you do have a medicine ball, feel free to do ball stands for this one. Okay, feet together, hands above your head, spread your feet, touch your toes in 3, 2, and 1. So there's an explosive part here too. When your feet go in, then out, as opposed to regular jumping jack, because it's much faster. Not much change in direction there, right? Your arms go up and down, but your torso, your hips don't. It's a lot faster because cardio. 10 more seconds. So you're really gonna feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, that was quick. That's why I love this one. All right, so again, we start with the renegade rows. Flies. Is it too cold?
Not too hot.
All right. 10 renegade rows or shoulder tap push-ups, 15 flies or sit-ups, and then 30 seconds of power jacks. Ready? Let's go. First, the push-up. Now, another thing about the renegade row that you have to be careful with. Okay. Not as much as the shoulder tap push-ups, but sometimes when you place that dumbbell back on the ground, it's not really the same place that you picked it up, right? So you're gonna notice a little shift with your wrist. So just be very careful. Or this is 8. Just put some marks on the floor so you can at least know where to replace those dumbbells. Okay? 15 push-ups, 15 sit-ups, or 15 flies. In 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to slow down on these flies. 2, 3. So I can be more consistent in terms of reps. We're calling 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 1, 2, 3. It still burns though, 4, no matter how fast or slow I do. and 5. But I feel that there's more quality to that. All right. Last of our, this is our third. Okay, power jacks, feet together, hands above your head. Spread your feet and touch the floor. 3, 2, and we're going a little faster now since this is our second 2 rounds. Now for our third series, 10 seconds, it will also involve a kettlebell. And if you don't have a kettlebell, you can do the power jacks instead or even a jump squat. Okay? 10 more seconds. Now you don't normally associate kettlebell. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we don't normally associate kettlebell with an explosive movement or a plyometric movement, but the way we're gonna do it will be, okay? All right, so the last one, you're gonna need a dumbbell for this one for your overhead chest extension, dumbbell for your bicep curls. If you don't have either one, you can do a plank up and dip. I know that's double tricep. So plank up, from a low plank position, you get up to a push-up position. You only can do 10 of these, okay? And then when you do your dips, okay? Raise your hips off the floor, down and up. You can also do leg raises. That's another pull exercise. The tricep, plank ups is a push exercise. A dip is also a push exercise, but we're trying to work the arms here. But if you'd rather do a true pull exercise, you can do leg raises. And then a kettlebell high pull to a press is going to be done for exactly, or leg drops, right? So I'm going to start with overhead tricep extensions for 15. All you need is one dumbbell. You can use your kettlebell if you're good enough with the kettlebell. You can use your dumbbell or your kettlebell. Bring it behind your head. Then extend your arms side above your head as you can. Okay. Now for those of you without equipment, do the plank up. Go from a low plank position on your elbows and to a high plank or push-up position on your hands. Try to alternate left hand, right hand, left hand. I think this is 7, 8. Now try to point your elbows forward. 9. You're in a hurry? Where's the fire?
Oh, 15. I thought we were doing 10.
Oh, no. I thought you were done with 15. It's like, oh my God, it's really fast. 14 and 15. Good. Now again, the rep range would always be determined by your goal and your equipment. Now, for instance, I have 15-pound dumbbells here. I can do 15 bicep curls. Rachel's going to do leg drops because it's a pull exercise. She's pulling her legs off the floor. Ready? 3, 2, and 1.
So 15.
15, yes.
I told you I what?
Yeah. So as far as in my handwriting, it's like when people see your notes on the board, they're like, "Oh my God, did Rachel write this?" Like, thanks, guys. Would it be like? And yours is always on a straight line. Mine usually, mine usually slopes to the right. Okay, that didn't come out wrong. Came out wrong. Mine usually slopes to the right. I think this is 12. Yep. 13, 14, and 15. Good. So kettlebell high pulls for 30 seconds. High pull press, actually, or high pulls. If you don't have kettlebells, just do the power jacks. Okay. So I'm going to do high pull press. You can do kettlebell high pulls if you want for 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. So unlike kettlebell swing, this is a bit more explosive. 10 seconds. Because you're trying to stop that kettlebell from hitting your chest. That's the explosive part. Means you go down 10 more seconds. Now as far as the press goes, that's a full extension. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Because the kettlebell actually loses weight. With a kettlebell swing, as you extend, that kettlebell loses weight. The kettlebell is at its heaviest when you lock it in there. All right, let's do it one more time. Overhead tricep extension with a kettlebell. We're going to try to use 2 dumbbells this time. If you have 2 light dumbbells, make sure you lock them in together. But nothing changes. Elbows straight forward, biceps at your ears. In 4, 15 of these. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 4, 5. Try to get your arms as close to your head as you can. Okay, 6, 7. Offset setup like Rachel has. 8. Helps your back. 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. See, now I have my bicycle. You can also, if all the only heavy equipment you have is a kettlebell, you can also bicep curl a kettlebell. Okay, you can also bicep curl a kettlebell, but otherwise, yeah, exactly. Just pay attention to how Rachel's holding the kettlebell. That's one way to do a bicep curl a kettlebell. Good. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that works.
Listen to me right
Right.
now.
Okay, then Rachel's gonna do the leg drops. So 3, 2, and 1. 15 of these. All we got is the high pulls up, and then yeah, we have enough time for the hundreds. 5, 6, 7, 8, halfway. 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fantastic work. Alright. So kettlebell high pulls or high pull press or power jacks. I'm going to actually add a jack. A jack is any movement where your feet go in and out. So I'm going to add a jack to my kettlebell high pulls just to make it a true plyo 3, 2, and 1. So notice bringing my feet in. Kettlebell rises. This is a advanced movement. So try to 10 seconds. Try to practice this feet in and out movement with the jack when you're doing kettlebell swings. Now when you do the high pull is more advanced than the kettlebell swing. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go. All right. So that's our push-pull plyo. So do you have to do the plyo for time? No. But anytime we do something for time, people tend to go much faster. They rush it. They don't wait for it because they only know they don't have 30 seconds. So that's why we do plyo. But you can also do 20 reps of anything plyometric. That's probably even better because you can prepare for each rep by resting a bit, and it becomes less cardio. Okay, so 100s, 4 exercises, 25 reps each in broken 25s. We're going to start with 20 air squats, followed by 15 sit-ups, followed by 10 push-ups, and then 5 burpees. Okay, or jump squats if you don't want to do burpees. Then we're going to do those 4 exercises in the same rep order, in the same sequence, but different rep order. We're going to flip it. We're going to go 5 air squats, 10 sit-ups, 15 push-ups, and 20 burpees. Okay, so it's 20, 15, 10, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, like a bowl, not a pyramid, like a bowl. Okay, so starting with 20 air squats, just follow along in 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to do this a little faster now. Okay? 7, 8, 9, 10 more, followed by 15 sit-ups. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Okay, 15 sit-ups. Again, I want you to imagine a sit-up as you trying to reach for your toes. And again, it doesn't have to be a sit-up. It can be a leg raise or a leg drop. 5. You can use your arms to help you sit up as well. 6. Or keep your hands by your side. 7. But because we're doing 15 sit-ups, I'm going to make it a little bit easier for me. 8. Halfway. 9. 10. Knees slightly bent. Why? Flattens your lower back. Keeps it flush to the floor. 12. 13. 14. And 15. All you have to do is turn over or flip over for 10 push-ups. Off your knees or off your toes. It's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Straight to the burpees for me, and I'm going to add a push-up to this one because it's only 5. So I still try to handicap the workout in terms of rep counts. It's not like, oh, it's only 5. So it's like, oh, it's only 5? Okay, well then, that's what we do, all right? So same thing with the air squats. I'm going to try to go a little lower in those air squats. If you want, you can grab a dumbbell and do goblet squats with it. Okay, ready? 5 air squats. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Second exercise is sit-ups, which you're going to do for 10. This is a very simple workout. When you perform your own, if you're going to write your own hundreds, make sure that the Exercises are simple, not renegade rows, not wall balls with burpee. Just make sure that they're very easy to transition to, okay, from one to the other. 8, 9, 10, push-ups. It can involve kettlebells, it can involve bars. You can substitute any of the push with any pull exercise, like a bicycle exercise. 9, 10, 5 more. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so our last 20 reps is the 20 burpees. I'm gonna try to perform the first 10 without a push-up, and then the last 10 with a push-up, okay? So again, you don't have to perform burpees, you can do jump squats instead. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2, 3. You can perform your push-ups. I call them the friendly push-ups. You perform them off a bench or off a step. 6, 7, as opposed to the carrying push-ups. 8, which is what we're doing right now. 9. Sorry, carrying burpees. You know, friendly burpee with your hands elevated. 13, 14. My mom hates these. She tries to do our workouts. Well, she broke her wrist a year ago. So just getting down on this is impossible for her. So once we start doing burpees, she just turns it off. 19.
I get it.
Right. Whether you have a healthy wrist or not. And 20. Whew, and we are done. Great job, guys. Great job, Rachel. Wow. Had to interrupt her run. Pull her back in here. It's like, hey, let's do our live stream. So, guys, thanks again. Looking forward to the cooler weekend. With the
Wait,
sun still.
next weekend. Not this weekend, right?
Well, it's not 100 degrees. It's gonna be 96 or 92. So, looking forward to a cooler weekend. I hope you guys have big plans as well. So, we'll see you again next week. We might be able to push our live streams a little later in the day, 4 o'clock, instead of this ungodly hour of 8:30. Okay. God bless you all. Take care. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic rest of the week. Eat up. Stay healthy. Wear a mask. Take it seriously. Thank you, guys.
I'll send out a poll